All right, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. This is exciting. Never done this before. I wanted to show you how to do the 90-90 mobility drill, just because I see people do it wrong a lot and it takes away from the benefit that you get from it. And I couldn't quite find a YouTube video that I liked describing how to do it. So I'll just show you. So 90-90 is great for hip mobility, which really plays into how you're feeling, not only in the lower body, the hips, the knees, the ankles as you're doing lower body movements like squats, but also plays into the upper body, particularly like the lower back and the rest of the spine as well. So the position is this. It's called 90-90 because we have all 90-degree angles here. You can use kind of visual feedback to make sure that you're in good alignment. So I have my femur 90-degree angle in front of me, and then my other leg, you can kind of check and make sure that you're with your arm is another 90-degree angle behind you. Adjust that foot a little. Key points here: if you lack mobility in your hips, you will be something more like this. Your hips will want to splay open to the side, and it'll be really difficult to keep your trunk upright. If you're in that boat, that's okay. The main things to think about are trying to keep the hips square, even if you're leaned over as much as this. You're gonna get more out of that than trying to force yourself upright and being all like out of whack. So we keep ourselves upright. You can do that by either just holding upright if you're able, or using like a hand on the side to prop yourself up, an elbow, two hands, whatever you need. From here, our progressions. So we have this leg in external rotation and this leg in internal rotation. What I really like to do here is to find stability either with a hand and bring this leg up and around. So we're bringing that leg in that hip socket through full external rotation, and then bringing it forward and then bringing it back, slow and controlled through internal rotation. So I want you to think knee up and then extend, and then knee up, drop it down. And I'm not doing a very good job of stabilizing as I'm trying to describe this, but the idea is that you want everything else to remain still. You will feel that the muscles in your hips activate as you come up and around, and then bring it back with control. So you'll do that on both sides. Same thing. If one side's harder than the other, that's totally normal. All the while trying to keep the rest of your body stable. This knee as close to the ground as possible, and this foot on the ground as well. Some other progressions that you can do is like more of a windshield wiper variation. So you'll start facing to one side, say you do your rotations. From there, you can bring this leg up and around, bring this leg down and over, and now you're on the other side, kind of rotating side to side. All the while, I'm trying to keep my shoulders square and in line with my hips. Where my hips go, my shoulders go. Where my shoulders go, my hips go. And as you're doing this, if you kind of lose your perfect 90-degree angle, that's fine. We're just kind of getting some rotation going. The last progression that I'll show you involves a little bit more activation through the glutes. And I like doing this one with after the windshield wiper because, so say you windshield wiper over, you can use some glute activation to get the hips up, control the way down, rotate over, glute activation to get the hips up. So now, I don't know if I'm still in frame. We're just getting more muscles working through these more extreme ranges of motion for the hips. So not only are we in a huge internal and external rotated position, but now we're getting the glutes firing as you're doing so. And you can use hands here to help you. I like to show off and keep my hands up. But yeah, that is 90-90.